The orange dust on Cheetos activates the same brain receptors as addictive drugs. Slim Jim was forced to remove the word meat from its label. And the Hot Pockets you ate in 2013? The USDA condemned that meat after the fact. Every snack you trust has a story they never told you. Cheetos were not an accident. Frito-Lay hired food scientists and neurologists to study why people can't stop eating them. The cheese puff dissolves so fast in your mouth that your brain doesn't register you've eaten anything, so you reach for another. The orange dust on your fingers is a separate engineered compound called cheese seasoning that contains no actual cheese. It activates the same reward receptors as certain addictive substances. Chester Cheeto wasn't designed by a marketing team. Behavioral psychologists designed him to appeal to the part of your brain that responds to confidence and indulgence. Frito-Lay has never released the full ingredient breakdown of the seasoning. They call it proprietary. Picture finishing a bag of Cheetos and not remembering eating most of it. That wasn't hunger, that was engineering. In 2014, the USDA issued a recall on 8.7 million pounds of Hot Pockets. The meat inside came from a California slaughterhouse called Rancho Feeding Corporation, which had been processing diseased and unsound animals without federal inspection. Some came from animals condemned before slaughter. Hot Pockets are made by Nestle, the largest food company on Earth. The recall affected pepperoni, sausage, and meatball varieties, the most popular flavors. Most of the product had already been eaten by the time the recall was announced. Nestle paid a fine. The slaughterhouse owner went to prison. Hot Pockets went back on shelves within months. Picture every Super Bowl party in 2013 where someone microwaved a box of pepperoni Hot Pockets. The USDA looked at that meat afterward and condemned it. In 2008, Pringles went to court in the United Kingdom to argue their product was not a potato crisp. Not a marketing dispute, a tax case. The UK charges value-added tax on potato chips, but not on certain other foods. Pringles argued their product contains so little actual potato, less than 42%, that it should be classified differently. They lost. But the argument tells you everything. The company that makes Pringles went to court to prove their product wasn't really made of potatoes. The rest of a Pringle is cornstarch, wheat starch, rice flour, and emulsifiers pressed into a uniform shape. Every Pringle is identical because it's made from a paste, not sliced from a potato. Picture the last time you ate Pringles thinking you were eating chips. You were eating an engineered starch disc with potato flavoring. Slim Jim calls itself a meat snack. The FDA looked at that and disagreed. In 2010, the agency required ConAgra to remove the word meat from prominent packaging because the product didn't meet the legal definition. A standard Slim Jim contains mechanically separated chicken, pork, and beef, which means carcasses run through high-pressure machines that force tissue through a sieve. The result is a paste. That paste is mixed with corn syrup, soy protein, and sodium nitrite, stuffed into a collagen casing and smoked. The sodium in one Slim Jim is 240 milligrams. The average American eats 3 to 4 in a sitting. Picture grabbing a Slim Jim at a gas station as a quick protein snack. The FDA's position is that calling it meat is a stretch. Velveeta has been on American shelves since 1928. For most of that time, the label said cheese. In 2002, the FDA sent Kraft a warning letter requiring them to change it. Velveeta is now legally classified as a pasteurized prepared cheese product. Not cheese, cheese product.
Real cheese requires a minimum percentage of actual dairy. Velveeta contains whey, milk protein concentrate, sodium phosphate, and stabilizers. It melts perfectly because of emulsifying salts, not dairy fat. Kraft leaned into it. The marketing calls it liquid gold and emphasizes the melt. The FDA reclassification goes unmentioned. Picture every Super Bowl queso dip, every mac and cheese, every tailgate. None of it was cheese. The government made that distinction in 2002 and almost nobody noticed. Doritos Nacho Cheese contains no nacho and no cheese. The flavor comes from a proprietary blend of cheddar powder, Romano, whey, and artificial compounds. Actual cheese content by weight is minimal. The flavoring is designed to hit multiple taste receptors simultaneously: salt, fat, umami, and a mild acid note, which is why one chip is never enough. The flavor was developed in the 1960s by a Disneyland employee named Arch West, who noticed a Mexican restaurant near the park was frying leftover tortillas. He brought the idea to Frito-Lay. Arch West died in 2011. His family scattered crushed Doritos on his grave at the funeral. Picture eating Doritos for the cheese flavor. The cheese is real, but minimal. The rest is chemistry designed to make your brain think it's getting more than it is. Takis hit American shelves in 2006. Within 5 years, they were in every school vending machine in the country. Then, schools started banning them, not because of the spice, because of what the spice was doing. Emergency rooms in multiple states reported children with severe stomach pain, gastritis, and bleeding ulcers from eating Takis regularly. The acidity of the chili lime coating, combined with high fat content, creates an aggressive environment in an empty stomach. School districts in California, Illinois, and New Mexico banned them entirely.
Barcel introduced a milder version. The original stayed on shelves. Picture a middle schooler eating Takis every day for lunch. 3 months later, he's in the ER with a stomach lining that looks like it belongs to a 50-year-old with an ulcer. Beef jerky sounds simple. Dried beef, salt, pepper. Most commercial jerky is different. FDA regulations require a product labeled beef jerky contain at least 97% beef before processing. After drying, moisture loss changes the math. Several major brands have faced lawsuits over protein content that didn't match the label. Jack Link's, the best-selling jerky in America, settled a class action in 2021 over claims their products contained less protein than advertised. The ingredient list on most commercial jerky includes sodium nitrite, hydrolyzed corn protein, and natural flavors, a legal term that can mean almost anything. Picture buying jerky at a gas station as a high-protein snack. The number on the label is what the manufacturer calculated. Whether that holds up has been tested in court more than once. Buffalo wings were invented in 1964 at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, by a woman named Teresa Bellissimo. Leftover chicken wings, Frank's Red Hot, butter, midnight, her son and his friends. No secret recipe, no years of development. 30 minutes and a bottle of hot sauce that's been in grocery stores since 1920. Frank's Red Hot is made by McCormick, a Maryland spice company. The formula has never changed. Every sports bar advertising its secret wing sauce is almost certainly using Frank's as the base. The wings were the part of the chicken nobody wanted before 1964. Butchers gave them away. Today, buffalo wings are a $4 billion industry. Picture ordering wings at a bar thinking there's something special in the kitchen. There's a bottle of Frank's and a stick of butter. Ritz crackers have been in American homes since 1934. Every party, every cheese board, every hospital visit. For most of their history, the ingredient that made them rich and flaky was partially hydrogenated oil, a form of trans fat. Trans fats raise bad cholesterol, lower good cholesterol, and are directly linked to heart disease. In 2015, the FDA ruled partially hydrogenated oils were no longer safe and gave companies 3 years to remove them. Nabisco reformulated Ritz. The cracker you eat today is not the same one your parents ate. For 80 years, the thing that made Ritz taste like Ritz was an ingredient the government eventually decided was too dangerous to allow in food. Picture every holiday cheese plate from 1934 to 2018. The cracker underneath was doing damage the whole time. Every snack on this list was designed, tested, and approved. The question nobody asked was, approved for what?